All right, let's get straight to it. Let's do it.
No, I walk with the racks on me. Bad bitch want back, and you know she stole that ass on me. I don't want that girl, cause she want me, cause the cash on me. Yeah, you know she capping on me. Dreadlock that cap on me. Back then they napped on me. Now they all just act on me.
Alright, so this one I'm just looking at CNBC app. Welcome, cousins. Let's go in. Going straight to it. It's Power Breaking Hour. If you missed out on this morning stream, it was only like an hour. But it was some gems drop. We went ahead and we was able to catch that up. Some even was able to get spot. I gave where we was going. We got into that a meta. Went ahead and even missed another $3 move, but we ain't mad at it. That was over like 200%. I got a little early to move to y'all, I ain't gonna lie. But it was a good move. So with VIX, we still got like that up and down chop. So I feel like we still gonna go up and down. This is a 5 minute. So let me go to a 15-minute chop. What I mean by chop, that's nothing but chop right there. Chop. So I put in some trade ideas, but the one, when it comes to what we're looking at, we're literally up and down. So we're like, we're in between both. Like you need over 56.97, right, for calls to get you back to 5,700. But then you also go ahead and for puts, you got to break under 5,691. Or even 5,693. A little. So this is the thing, right? Based on us keeping, so we pulling back, but then we're not dropping. You know what I'm saying? So you go ahead and you need back over when it comes towards that of calls for XPX. You still need to go ahead, like I said, you still need over this 5,697. Now, if you went ahead and you was in it and then it was already going down, then that's when you want to go ahead and that's when you're going to need back over at least the 569, because you was in that pullback when it dropped. It was on like a smaller time frame. Was it 3? Yeah. Like if you was in on this right here, let's see, 5.6. So this is my thing, 5.681. But if you know that you need over 5.691, 5.692, you're recovering from. That's what I'm saying. If XPX want to go, you gotta go ahead and that thing really like you now. Anybody that missed that play, look at the contract. Did I post I was in? Cause I didn't say I didn't get nothing. Yeah. So usually I would say, but also I meant to put I'm just looking too. Sorry, but. Because, I like to stay and look at the contract. I was on one-on-one. I was trying to send it fast. So this is the thing. We getting into... there's a gap fill to the upside. But you also have the bad side of... I don't want to go into the weekend. I don't know what we have for economic news. So what I like to do is see what any possible, because we went up today from news from job reports. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't. So I just want to go ahead and see for the week of May 5th. What is the economic calendar for week of May 5th? So Wednesday is going to be crazy. Because we have next week, I thought it's FOMC. That's when they decide if the rate increase is going to go ahead and we're going to increase the rates, or we're going to decrease them, or we're going to leave them the same. Last time we went ahead and I think we had this in March or maybe February, and he left it the same. When I say he, Jerome Powell, if you've been following the stream, Jerome Powell and Donald Trump, they kind of have this tension. And Jerome Powell is saying, like, with tariffs going up, it's going to affect inflation, and it will be the reason of going ahead and decreasing interest rates when inflation is going to go up. And Donald's saying you should have went ahead and cut the rates. He's slow to the job, and he ain't happy with his performance. So Wednesday we got FMOC. Monday you got non-manufacturing PMI, but that it measures like the service sectors and stuff of that sort. It is an indicator of economic health, so it's not lying, but that comes out at 10. So, I mean, sometimes when we open, 10 anyway could do whatever we want to do. So that's why I'm like, But Wednesday, FMOC, oh, absolutely. Thursday, jobless claims. How many, once again, it's a weekly report of unemployment claims. Yeah. And then I don't know. They said that they should be go ahead and talking something about I don't know. Give me a line. But when it comes towards XPX, it wants it's going, but this is the issue. It could go into, so these wicks could go back into here, into 5694. And then when it gets to 5694, and I'll make it another color, like maybe this. I mean, not 5694. It could get to right now it's at like 5694. It could get to 5696 and then go ahead and come back down again. So once again, how do you know a pullback? In my opinion, you're gonna know when it touches the support. So if you're going up and you want to go ahead, and I feel like this is something that a lot of people, especially when you're beginning, it's hard to know because you see the reversal in your profit. So anybody that was in, based on the plan I gave, you're up. And the moment it hit like right here, this 5,700, which was the high. That's the high. And then it goes down. Every time it hits a high, it goes down. So always that could be for you to know, like, okay, is it hitting the high or let me wait? The moment it hit the high, open on a lower time frame, the 1 minute, and that's why the move was so aggressive, because it was a 1 minute selling pressure, not a longer, or when I say longer, a bigger time frame, if that makes sense. So if it was like maybe on a 2 hour, then the selling pressure would have been a little more aggressive in regards to lasting a little bit longer. This lasted for minutes. Even though each candle is a 3 minute candle, but this was very aggressive for 3 minutes. It caused that box to go ahead and to form. So when we get to supply and demand and how to do it, and how to draw your own box, it's based on the aggressive moves. So that box comes from this aggressive move of the selling. But then we get a V, somewhere here, we get the bounce, and then we go up. Now, once again, every time we go into, when I say we, the green team goes in here, then we're getting this, the pushback from the red block, the suppliers. The supply zone is sellers, all right? Once again, they're trying. So every time we had try to get the 5, 6, 9, 6. So this is the thing. Anybody that didn't get out and you got that pullback and now you're coming back, I'm not even like I really gotta get over 5,697 minutes. Not for nothing. Now the game plan don't change. I need to get over 5,700. Cause so let me tell you why the game plan changes too. That aggressive selling that came, which I swear to you, stuff like that makes me feel it's not just us regular people trading. It's got to be one of them big orders. So like I could see an order flow. I was looking at Bloomberg Terminal, and Bloomberg Terminal is like what the experts use, or those like the live direct, and you got to have like a special type of account to even get access to that. That's the plug right there, Bloomberg Terminal. But let's say if I was looking at that live time, I could actually probably see and pinpoint that direct drop. So 5,695, meaning that we could keep trying to come and come down. So halfway through is 5,698. So that's what we're looking at. Now IBIT. Now IBIT, this is what I like about trading this one, right? It's going to be two ways. Either you want to trade it in regards towards the drop on Bitcoin, or you're trading it after the drop, once the consolidation and the choppy sideways is done, and you're trading it if it goes up, or even if it comes back down, because we all know we have to consolidate. No consolidation, no move. You just don't know if the move gonna be up or down after the consolidation, but you try to plan for both ways, and then whatever way pops off, you'll have your targets of knowing that if it goes up, it's going this way, and if it goes down, it's going that way. So what happens is, when we look at IBIT, and I gave like kind of like of a sneak peek of a trade that I don't want to get, because I feel like not for nothing, Bitcoin is going to go, and I feel like if Bitcoin goes, then this is going to give you some opportunity. The only thing about it is that I don't want to get in it if Bitcoin's already going up and it chops this weekend. You know what I'm saying? So the contract we was looking at for the upside was the $57 call, and it's really cheap. It's only like 48, but when I was looking at it initially, it was 50. Now it's like 48. This is why I always try to scout the trades. I try to scout. So I am going to say, Cousin T, just like you plan your trade and you're targeting your trade, target your contacts. Don't just jump into it, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to go ahead and it happened today with Discord, and it happens to me. I say over, and I should have went ahead and next time I'll be more specific. A little wiggle room. Because that pullback, especially be like, oh shit, I should have got out. And if you did get out, it may have went ahead and will shake you. So IBIT could go ahead, and if it gets back to the previous daily high, which, I mean, at this point on Monday won't be the previous daily high, because it's changing. This previous daily high is from yesterday. But what I'm trying to say is, we go ahead and we get things going back to where we need to, then we could definitely get out of the 55 range. Like we're at 55.22, we'll get into like at least 55.74. But personally, the purpose of trading, in my opinion, is that you want a longer. So will this make a good swing? Yeah, no. Swinging IBIT sometimes won't make a good swing, because if you're swinging and doing chop, then your contract getting chopped. You understand? So you really want to swing this where either Bitcoin is going up, and it's going up like, from a consolidation of some months or weeks, whatever the case is, of some type of consolidation, or it's going down. Now another one, and this is for somebody in the group that asked about it. Hems went off. If you getting shares, you eating. I told you. Not only like Hems should be something that it should be. So there's some tickers. I'm just gonna talk about. Wow. A 3-minute live and direct at 3:33. A 3-minute supply. Supply just hit, meaning that there's aggressive selling. It was chopped, so it went up, chop, coming down. But this is a 3-minute time frame, so it may go ahead and may not last as long in regards towards that. So always understand, look at the time frames you're on. Alright? Your bigger time frames, you need the bigger moves, but they will take a little bit longer to kind of play out. but it's good to plan it on those type of bigger time frames, especially when you can't be stuck on your phone or, you know, in front of a computer, or however you like to look at your charts, or even, you know, have time to trade. Once you say to yourself, all right, either we make this and we're going over this, or we break this and we're going under this. Once you know the direction of whatever stock you're trading, then it's going to help you go ahead and know, all right, it broke resistance, meaning that it broke the ceiling. Well, it could go to another resistance. It broke the floor. It broke support. Will it go to another support? That's what we're all aiming to go ahead, and when we chart, is trying to have an understanding of where the trade can go when you're in a trade, and where you don't want your trade to go when you're in a trade. So as I was saying, we went ahead, and you see, especially with how on that smaller time frame, I was on the 3 minute. So you seen that on that 3 minute time frame, as I was talking to you live and direct, we noticed, well, I couldn't point it out, but that's like, oh, a supply came. If you was to rewind this power hour a little bit, you would see there was no supply here. Now I go to a bigger time frame, right? Now in this moment, because I'm not trading this right now, I'm not pairing a certain time frames. I'm just literally picking one small time frame and one big time frame. And what I want you to see is that on a bigger time frame, my bars are not continuing my steps. And then I have the supply zone, which is this reddish block that's known for the sellers to try to push and cause my wicks. Because usually, and all the time, I want you to realize we always want them bars without the wicks. The bars is volume. The bars is what moves. When we see wicks come in, the other teams, or the red team, is coming in because this is their home. This is their block, the sellers. And they go ahead, and this red team, that's all they do is sell, and they pushing the price down. While the green team, my team, buyers, all we want to do is buy and push the price up. So Hims does have an opportunity, I'm not going to lie. But I would want to go ahead, and we're going to swing it. I'd rather get over this hump of 41.29. Like, what's the rush? This is something that, not for nothing, we would have been in this week. I looked at it this past weekend. And then I even said it on Twitter, like, damn it, Hims. And still forgot about it again. So Hims is definitely something that we want to go ahead and I see regarding, like, that $45 call. Once again, well, shit, it's kind of expensive. I ain't gonna lie. Because the $45 call, if you look at it, you know the volume is volume, right? But of course it would be for May 9th, obviously. Now, another one that you would go ahead and, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're kind of like expensive now and juiced up because of, you know, I think they got earnings coming up. I think Hims has earnings next week. Yeah, I think their earnings is on the 5th. This will be Monday. Oh, wow. Yeah, so the premiums are juice. That one was like $240. What's the other one I was going to talk about? Oh my God, what's the other one I was saying? Hood. Gotta talk about Hood. So Hood going up and down for the next move. We consolidating. I'm staying. This is the thing. I got to the 16th. Don't get me wrong. This position, because it's 2 contracts too, it's because of the fact that, you know, we're down. I'm still down like negative 51-ish. Did it go? Hold up. Let me double check that. That was like, I think I was on. Yeah, well now it's negative 62. So it was like 59. Or was it 51 early this morning? So this is the thing. Only reason why I am staying in this trade because of the time, but what's going to happen is we go ahead and the plan of we got to keep going over 48, 49 just so we will go ahead and recover from this, right? My thing is I'm trying to go ahead. I'm going to lose out this trade with Hood. Trust and believe me, especially with we having time on it, I'm losing negative 20, negative 30%. All right? Good thing is, Kathy Woods, if you get into the crypto channel, I talked about her. Kathy Woods goes ahead and she brought a shitload of Hood shares. So we just gotta wait for the order to pop through. But I am gonna look at the order flows too to see what the order flows are doing on Hood. But I am still in it. And at some point in Hood, when we got in, it was that selling. That selling on Wednesday was crazy. Or was it Thursday? Thursday, because they orange was Wednesday. So with that, I'm still in it. Another one. Besides, if did I pick, I pick. You did I bid. So look at that. If you want to even just watch it, just so you can see how it moves with that of Bitcoin, please do so. Okay. Another one. I think we could. Like I said, SPY had on the upside, but then we went so up today we could drop. I don't really want to taste it. Tesla too. I feel like Tesla was doing something. Give me a second. Trying to see what else. So we talk about iBit, we talk about Hood. I did SPY, we did XPX. PLTR. We did Helms. Planetar. Yeah, I think Planetar got something coming too. Yeah, Planetar, they're coming up Monday. So their things is going to be juice. But I ain't gonna lie, Planetar, they're not. This is like, it's giving me Hood deja vu. It really is. It really is. That's why I'm just like, ugh. But that Planetar is what I was looking at. With Planetar, like all the contracts, I ain't gonna hold you. Like that 150, which is kind of crazy for May 9th. But you not waiting for the 150. But the volume on that was crazy. Like, the volume on that was insane. Even a 150 call, which is, like I said, I wouldn't get into it. But, and you know I wouldn't get into it because the IB is high. But the 150 call, the open interest and the volume is crazy. But the price of it is $252. So, but that 150 is not for this week. Not for this week. It will be for the 16th. So when I say if you play your earnings, because I'm not trying to play another, like I'm just Hood getting on my damn nerves as is. But I would be so mad because, like I said, that 155 call is, but the IV is crazy. So Tesla when Tesla move, are we coming? Tesla to me was, no, that's another reason I didn't even give it out. Now Nivy, I kind of woke up late, but Nivy did Nivy do something today? Because Nivy, I could have gave Nivy, but I didn't even think about it until after. And I was on somebody's one-on-one. Yeah, Nivy didn't, I mean, he did a little something, nothing. ARM. I want ARM. But they got earnings too next week. So I feel like ARM could get us to 132. That'd be like a $10. We're at 123. But with time. But ARM got something. I'm telling you, ARM. Anybody know, even when I was locked up, I had my girl at the time send a freaking email to the group. Let them know if you sleep on ARM. ARM is going to be that stock. Trust and believe me. The only thing is, so this is the one I was looking at for ARM. The 150. That 150 call for ARM for May 16th. When y'all teach you how to look for a good contract, you'll be like, oh, that look good as hell. That freaking arm. Now this is the thing, the delta and theta, you know, like you always gotta realize, especially the delta, never, especially when you have time on it. Today's only the second. This literally is a 2-week trade, literally. So my thing is, I kind of want to go ahead and see, because I want to get more into. And perfect example, you're on a daily. I'm in a supply. I could drop, Monday. I want to see. Like, planning it wise, I want to go ahead and get us in after this hump. After this supply. Alright? So the thing is, though, after the supply is 126. So it's like that 124, it's like the high, whatever. So from that 124 to that 126, it's like a $2 move. I'm willing to see if that $2 move, I'm willing to miss a $2 move, because from 126 to 131 is the bigger move. Because I like a smooth ride. When I get into the zones, and we get into these zones, especially the wicks going to the zone, the bar comes down, so now you got the back and forth because you're in somebody else's block. But I want you, and I'm going to do it too, that 150 for a 16th arm? Bro, we ain't just going to be trading. Y'all got to help y'all pay bills. Just can't be trading SPY and getting chopped. We can't be doing that. Y'all gotta move. I have to. We gotta be looking at other things. We got like today. I was determined. It was Lotto Friday. We wasn't. What? We not about to sit here. I'm not about to sit here and play with SPY. Don't get me wrong. We got it. Like I said before, I was saying no Happy Meals. Oh shoot. Before I was saying no Happy Meals. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not saying no Happy Meals. Now I'm saying Happy Meals make you feel good. I get that. I get it. All right. I just want you to plan those Happy Meals, because I don't want you to lose out. If you do take the Happy Meals, I want you to kill them Happy Meals. You understand? Like, I want you to kill it. You know, somebody like this motherfucker talking about Happy Meals are trading. So good thing about SPY, right? That's why I always say, know where you gotta go. So with SPY, I have to know where I gotta go, right? And I gotta know that if I don't go over, or if I'm stuck. So in the daily, we'll move all this. So we're literally, look what I just said. On the daily, where we're at in the daily, that it wasn't that my team, the green team, didn't try to go. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that my green team wasn't trying, but it's just that the red team caused that wick. The red candles, and it just, that wick just came and did what it needed to do. Because once again, the next time it tries, you're going to try again. But we have 13 minutes left on this one day, because the day is over, So it may end somewhere around here. Who knows? Or it may, which is crazy. Look, preview daily high. Will it really get to preview daily high, or will it just stand kind of right above it? I'm not. Only thing y'all know I'm already at. Cause I was saying, only thing my answer is this hood thing. All right, I'm not confident. I don't know what's gonna happen with it. I do think though, when it comes towards calls, it's more that way because of news. But if we drop, I don't want to be in a call and we drop over the weekend and then we go call. In other words, why rush to be in a call if I know it's turbulence and I could get in a call? And then trust me, if it goes to calls on Monday, then in the pullback, I'll get that $2-3 move, whatever the case is. But I kept saying 568. Because from 568 to 576 is not going to be easy for SPY at all. Which is what's leaning me more towards, we reached a high, we got to go down. And that's why I don't, like I said, I can see calls if we get over this. We ain't getting over this, and we've been trying to get over it and trying to get over it, damn it. Ain't but many times before we gonna keep on trying to hit something, ain't we gonna fall down. So I wouldn't be surprised, but see, this is the thing. You can say, and then next thing you know, it's just a pullback, but a comeback. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me, and I'ma send it up the pot. Ay, put the roll label on me, I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music, and I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. So this is the thing, and then you go to the 3 hour, you go to the 2 hour. My candles are not. Oh, you see that? I got a doji, but then I'm still on top of that, and see. I did notice this when I was looking at it off the stream. You're still hovering on top of a demand. So it's like it could go either. It could go put for maybe a good 30% scalp, and then it would go call to come back down. We could just go from 568, 564 when you come to a spot. That's why you're not about to get me in this chop. I'll come back on Monday. Thank you. But I bet we started playing that this month. So every month is something. So especially for the people that is new or understand it. I guess the group, and I don't know. This is crazy because the 2023, 2024, there wasn't no favorite or like the ticker like we was known for. But 2025 class, y'all going to be known for the XPX, XPX 5. When I can't play XPX, I'm gonna start doing QQQ next week. And just giving you the opportunity. Now, that may not be for everybody. We're still going to get into swings. We just got to get in that type of trading environment for swings. All right? No point in me giving you a swing, and we only in it for a day. Then it ain't a damn swing. That's just overnight banger. So that's what I'm saying. We just bouncing from this 5601. Now, looking at VIX, I know we bouncing. And we got to chop for the next move. We got to chop for the next move. So do we chop and go back up? Because we go up, we dropping. But even when we go up in VIX, there's going to be some turbulence. That's what I'm saying. So, and VIX does not want to break the 22.34. Now, yesterday I kept talking about 23. 23.29, not so much 23.29, but that 23. And I even had that support. Yep, 23.66. Kept talking about this right here. And then you see what happened. So, for me, I'm not, you can kiss my ass when it comes towards this chop. I'm not about to get us in no bullshit. I do feel, though, next week, Monday, or the move of Wednesday is going to be something. Because we already got this chop. If Monday we get more chop. If Tuesday people are uncertain about, because everybody's waiting on Wednesday on that interest rate, then the next move is going to blow us. Yeah, so we going up, then we blowing past 23, 24 for sure, if we're going up. And then we go up, then we're going down. But my thing is, if we don't go and if we keep tapping on 22, 20, let me say 22 one more time. 22.29 or 39 and 22.34. So really, I could take this one out because it's literally like 4 cents apart. So 22.34. We keep tapping below that, then it's going to be like we're really going up. So the only thing I'm in hood, hymns we coming for, Planetar we getting into. I just want to wait till the weekend. Plan an entry, I'm gonna do it exactly. And then also, and these are gonna be swings. That's a potential though. Planetar, hymns maybe not so much swing, because what we ain't gonna do what hood do. I back tested that with the stimulated returns. At one point, that thing did go up, but I was on a one-on-one. But it only went up one was like 44%, I think. It was not like, or maybe 60%. And I said, oh, that's not a lot. But that's selling. So if him goes crazy, and if people start selling, we ain't gonna be caught holding the bag, meaning that we caught, and now we gotta wait until the rest of the trade, just to come back. No. So that won't happen. It won't happen again. It takes me one time when it comes to me learning my lessons. I say I ain't doing it again. So that's the thing with HIMS. Once I get into that, especially with us getting into it, see, this is the thing. I didn't want to get into HIMS before the market close. That's the crazy part. It is crazy. Yeah, I'd rather want to see. Don't get me wrong. I was looking. Yeah, I'm just looking. And we just gonna look. I don't want to, because that darn is already juice. So HIMS may be done most likely after the earnings. All right, and it's going to be playing for both sides, calls or puts, just in case. So SPY, XPX, QQQ, up and down. We ain't getting nothing. I ain't trying nothing. We out. See y'all in the Discord. Start looking at IBIT. Start looking at IBIT. That $57 call I gave it was like 50. It's 48. It's 45 now. Like it's fluctuating between that. Look at that. It was the IBIT. It's an ETF. Load up on this also for long-term shares. It mirrors Bitcoin. All right. So you want to have that ETF, which is like a cousin. It's like mirroring, copying Bitcoin. Then you want to go ahead and get IBIT. It's one of the ETFs. All right. And we're going to start getting it share-wise. We're going to start going ahead and printing it option-wise on it. Trades. For option trades. So we out.